My baguette is almost ready to be turned into a ham sandwich.
I regret to inform you that the creepy trans TikToker Lilly Tino is back at it again. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, your home for independent and nonpartisan commentary and analysis on politics, media, internet insanity, and more. And yeah, this video is going to be about that latter category, just the depths of hell that I encounter scrolling TikTok, and a return to one of the biggest villains of the internet, Lilly Tino, who is a person that pretends to be transgender, but is actually, in my view at least, pretty clearly a fetishistic male, and posts disgusting slop content that somehow gets millions of views and isn't banned off the face of the internet, as it ideally would be. So we're going to react to it because this is what my career has come to at this point, I guess. I mean, nobody clicks on my serious political analysis or pushback on both sides, but I'm sure y'all are here, aren't you? So maybe you're the problem. But you know what? You're nowhere near as big a problem as Miss Lilly, because the latest video is going to... Don't watch this during your lunch break. Click out now while you can. Anyway, let's go.
My baguette is almost ready to be turned into a ham sandwich. And
what? In case y'all sweet summer children don't know what this sir is talking about, he's talking about genital change surgery, which, listen, I'm a believer that adults should be able to do whatever they want with their bodies, really, with very minimal limits. And so if you are, I personally would not recommend it, because those surgeries can have a lot of complications and problems. But at the end of the day, you're an adult, your decision, it's up to you. I don't think we really need to hear about it, first of all. That could be a private thing. You don't need to go blasting it on TikTok to your millions of followers. And then two, the food examples are creepy. And I know you did not just compare women's body parts to a ham sandwich. That is diabolical and, like, very offensive. Coming from a man. And yet, according to, like, the wokest of the woke, this person is an expert on womanhood and a real true woman because she says she is. I don't know, man. This person can do whatever he wants with his ham sandwich thing, and it's still not gonna be anything other than a troll, to me at least. Anyway, I guess we'll keep watching here, but hold back your lunch.
there are two main ways that the chef, if that's what you want to call him, could turn this into this. The first is called inversion. It's the method that's been around the longest, and when you hear about people getting this done, it is probably via inversion. Basically, they take the baguette and they lie it down flat and flip it or invert it so the outside becomes the inside.
Why do we need
this
to
becomes the tunnel or the canal, if you will, of the ham sandwich. But there are downsides to this method, namely that the size of the baguette directly determines how deep the canal of the ham sandwich will be. So if you happen to have a smaller baguette, your ham sandwich might not be as deep as you'd like it to be. But have no fear, there is a newer method that sidesteps this very issue. It's called pull-through, and instead of relying entirely on the baguette for the materials to build the inside of the ham sandwich, they also source some from your tummy. They literally will take material from your tummy and pull it down through to make the inside of the ham sandwich. There's much more material, so you don't have to have a big baguette to make it work. And a bonus for the people who do the pull-through method, there's a 1 in 3 chance that your newly minted ham sandwich will be able to butter itself if you catch the drift. Inversion, there's a 0% chance, so I'll take those odds. But honestly, either version produces pretty great results, and I've seen both, and they taste pretty good too.
Oh my God! Guys, that's actually gross. That's actually so gross that he did that. And he made it about, like, oh, they taste good. No one needs to know this, sir. No one asked. Why are you explaining any of this on TikTok? First of all, you do not have any sort of credentials or expertise to be evaluating the safety or effectiveness of any of these surgeries. So if anyone's going to discuss them in any sort of educational, like, just learn about these surgeries, it should be an actual medical professional. And there are plenty of creators who do that. So maybe stay in your lane, which really should be a prison cell, but isn't, unfortunately, for whatever reason. But yeah, so you shouldn't be making this kind of content. You shouldn't be dumbing it down, seemingly like, what is this, for children to understand? Because that's weird. And you shouldn't be using food to do it. Oh my God. When he said the thing about the self-buttering, I gagged. I actually gagged. But anyway, the one upside, the one silver lining of this awful, awful experience that I had watching this video just now that you had with me, because again, y'all are sick and you clicked into this video by your own free will. There was one silver lining, though, and we are going to get into that. If you or your child spent years growing up on social media and experienced serious mental health issues, you should hear this. Recently, a jury ordered Meta and YouTube to pay millions for their role in designing and promoting addictive platforms. They knew their apps could contribute to anxiety, depression, and body image issues, but did not share those risks while prioritizing profits. The recent historic verdict underscores the consequences of those decisions. Now, Morgan & Morgan is stepping up to hold these platforms accountable for the harm they caused. Click the link in my bio to take a short quiz, as you may be entitled to a potential recovery of over $1,000. Now back to the show. The comments absolutely ate this man up like the baguette that he is. Anyway, the first comment: can you not compare vaginas to ham sandwiches? Because as a female, I'm offended. Next comment: did I deadass get compared to a ham sandwich by a man? Another comment: just use actual medical terms, coming from another trans person. Another person said, can never eat a ham sandwich or baguette ever again. I mean, I don't really eat either of those things very often, and hopefully by the next time I do, I will have totally burned this from my memory and my mind. But yeah, right now, if you put a ham sandwich in front of me, I would not be able to consume it. I would literally, I could not force that down with that being burned into my memory as it just was by this awful, awful influencer, Lilly. So lovely and ladylike as she is. But yeah, I understand why women find this outrageous and offensive. And even many other transgender people are calling this out and being like, sir, knock it off. Even the ones that do respect her gender identity, which I don't at all. I don't believe that Lilly is a person with gender dysphoria. Even I just believe that it's like a mix of a rage bait troll who wants to make money and build a platform and loves the attention that he gets from behaving badly and atrociously and creepily online and people engaging with it. So I think that's probably a big reason. Then part of it's probably like an exhibitionist thing. It's probably like a X-rated thing that he enjoys, this whole persona and shtick and everything. Which, yikes. But yeah, I understand why women are outraged by this in the comment section. And I understand why other trans people, who, especially actual trans people who want to blend in and don't cause problems and aren't creepy, why they're very bothered by this. And I've actually seen some prominent, even very left-wing transgender creators coming out and criticizing Lilly for this. Because it's like the food element is so unserious. The baby voice and dumbing it down is just like vaguely creepy and seems to imply that it's targeted towards kids in some way. And it literally, like, no one asked for this. No one wanted this except Lilly Tino. And it's like, as a content creator, you are supposed to at least aim to produce something that offers some value to other people, or is somehow like leaves some sort of positive impact on them in some way, whether they're slightly more informed, whether they laugh or they're entertained. But all Lilly's content does is enrage people, nauseate people, engender backlash against Lilly's own community, allegedly, though I don't think Lilly even belongs to that community. But all it does is bring more backlash, and yet Lilly's constantly like, so what are you doing? You're just putting your own selfish desire to get famous on the internet and make money from TikTok or something. It can't even be that much money, really. Like, even though Lilly gets a lot of views, it's just the monetization rate on TikTok is not great. So I find the whole thing to be despicable and unfortunate. But Lilly posted another video, and it's like, he really thinks he's the victim. That's one of the craziest plot twists in the whole saga of Lilly Tino, is that all this like allegations and just horrific content and just him doing the most at all times, and yet somehow he's always the victim. Always the victim. Anyway, up next, let's watch the second Lilly Tino video. It's kind of funny, actually.
So I was just playing Valorant online with a friend, and we're paired up with 3 strangers. And one of the strangers is like on the voice chat, "Hey, are you single?" And that's not like a very appropriate question to ask.
Excuse me. That out of everything, that's inappropriate. First of all, I bet my house this person was asking it ironically, was trolling you. But regardless, are you single is not some wildly inappropriate question. I mean, it could be a little awkward or out of place in some contexts. But of all the things that people will say to you in a voice chat on a video game, that's like extraordinarily mild. But of course, he's still the victim. Oh, anyway, we'll keep going.
Ask, but I said, yeah. And then he was like, "Low key, you sound like Lilly Tino." The other 2 people in that party.
Yeah, you're infamous.
Saying, oh, don't ever say that. Like, that's so rude. And
that is so rude.
Lilly Tino, we should lose this game. My username is Lilly Tino, but because of things exactly like this in the past happening, I've had to like anonymize it.
Oh,
and I was very vague because I really didn't want to get into it. I was just trying to like play video games with my friend. And at the very end of the match, where there's like a few seconds for everyone to say, "Good game, GG," this person comes on the microphone and says, "If you are Lilly Tino, you're a disgusting human being." And they timed it perfectly so that I wouldn't be able to respond. This person had literally like not 30 minutes ago asked me if I was single.
Trolling you.
The audacity.
I gotta be honest, like, Lilly is just not that bright. He thinks the person asking, he's like, "It's so hypocritical. Just a minute ago, you were hitting on me, and now you're saying I'm awful." They were trolling you, Lilly. Really, Nick, but anyway, I found that to be just incredibly ridiculous and absurd. So many much nastier things are said about people, so much less deservedly so, in like a video game chat lobby, that is like you're just coming to the internet expecting sympathy for that. You're not going to find it at all. And then when he's like, "Yeah, you're a terrible person," fact check, true. I don't know what else to say. Like, you photograph little girls in the bathroom and posted about it. Like, you purposefully make women uncomfortable. You talk about genitalia in front of children at Disney. You're weird, and you are inappropriate and possibly criminal. So it's like, he could have said a lot worse to you and been justified, low key. So I don't know. I don't have any sympathy. And then the comments did not either. This is funny. This comment was one of the top comments. "So, are you single is inappropriate, but talking about genitalia at a children's theme park is okay. ... Yeah, Lilly Tino is going to have to just miss us with ever claiming that anything is inappropriate ever again. Because it's like, sir, you're literally the human embodiment of inappropriate behavior. So you really don't get to complain about anyone else ever again. I don't know. But yeah, I just wanted to bring y'all this update, and just in time for lunchtime, maybe to maybe ruin your lunch so that you can defeat body positivity and not overeat by losing your appetite entirely. Who needs Ozempic when you have Lilly Tino's content? Okay, maybe that's mean, but am I wrong? I don't know. I'm not detecting, 0 lies detected. Anyway, guys, you'll have to let me know what you think of Lilly Tino's latest batch of lovely rage bait content, which always works. I know I play into it. It always works on me. I am the biggest sucker who falls for rage bait constantly. I know. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button while you're at it to reward my suffering through this stuff, because I lose brain cells and my lunch every time I watch this kind of crap. But y'all, for some reason, do enjoy it. So the least you can do is hit the like button and actually consider becoming a channel member if you're able to support me and my content. And guys, we'll be back with more, hopefully less nauseating content real soon.